Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Selective Snails. I'm your host, Anna.
And I'm your host, Kaitlin.
And in today's episode, we are reviewing our first read of our newly launched book club. Round of
Yay!
applause, round of applause. We are still going to do our normal format, but it's just
Hmm.
going to be a little bit different. The book that we are currently reading is the book of the month, and then we're still going to have our current obsessions. So,
Yes.
Caitlin, what is your current obsession?
My current obsession is orange juice.
Mm,
I've been sick for the past couple of days and it was
right.
awful. And I don't really like drinking like hot drinks except for tea. So
hmm
the best thing was orange juice, vitamin C.
I will say you don't sound or look sick anymore. Are you
Thank
like
you.
almost completely healed?
Yeah,
Hopefully.
like 98%.
Good. Okay.
My
That's good.
diet consisted of yogurt, orange juice, and Tylenol. Not Tylenol,
Mhm.
NyQuil.
What a diet. Well, we're glad you're better now.
Thank you. And Anna, what is your current obsession?
My current obsession is um an app
Ooh,
called Snoopy Town. It's like
yes,
a world building app where you
I've been
can like
playing
send
it.
characters to do actions, and then they do the
Yeah,
actions, and you get stuff, and you build the town. Um, and I told Caitlin about it.
it's so
I've told a
cute.
couple people about it, and it's so cute. It's kind of like um, I don't know if you remember The Simpsons Tapped Out, but they that game doesn't exist anymore. So Snoopy Town is my new
It's
obsession.
like a
And I'm on
show,
level
like,
like 13 or something.
I don't know if this was show completely, but here it is.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it's just all the Snoopy characters and yeah, they get to do different stuff and it's very cute. That's my current obsession.
I got up to Linus so far.
Mm, love Linus. Okay, well, our next question is, oh, Caitlin, what is your current read?
My current read, I don't know what it is about, but it is Beautiful World, Where Are You?
Ooh.
By Sally Rooney. I again only picked it because of the cover.
I'm seeing a
And
pattern, Caitlin.
yes, and I got it from this uh bookstore called Half Price Books, where
Mm,
everything is half priced. And I think I got this for $8.
wow,
Yeah. Original price
that's really good.
28.
Oh, geez. Yeah, I was like, that looks like an expensive book.
Yeah. So, and it was the only one left. So I'm like, that is mine.
Lovely.
And Anna, what is your current read?
My current read, I'm still reading Fourth Wing. I don't know what percentage I'm at because I was reading our book club book. So
Mm-hmm.
I've been slowly reading through it. I'm I think I'm around 60%, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I
Almost
haven't
done.
picked it up in a while, but I'm more than halfway. Um, and it's really good so far. Some things happened. Okay, and then both of us also read Before the Coffee Gets Cold, which is
Yes.
our January book for 2026.
Mm-hmm.
And we've kind of structured out questions to talk about it. So we're gonna go by story, by chapter,
Mm-hmm.
because each chapter is a different interconnected story. So, Caitlin, what is your overall rating for this book?
I gave for overall, I kind of like debated whether or not it was a 3 star or a 4 star at first.
Mm,
But then I decided to go in the middle, so 3.5.
hmm I was dealing with the same question. Um, I ended up going with a four. Yeah, I guess we'll get into our reasonings as we go chapter by
Yeah.
chapter. So what are your thoughts on chapter one,
Chapter one.
which
So
is the
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 first story.
lovers? Yeah.
Yeah. The first story felt that was the one of the stories where it fell flat to me.
Mm,
I struggled to read past it. Like there was moments where I wanted to DNF because I'm like, this is so stupid. Because why is the girl crying over a boy? Like she's so
hmm
much more accomplished than him. Like
hmm
what did she work in? Engineering? Like a gaming engineer thing,
I
if I
don't
remember
remember.
correctly. And then I think it was something to do with engineering. And then she could like speak multiple language. And then she's crying over her boyfriend who's not
Leaving the
communicative.
country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that felt, I was like, "Grr."
Yeah. I mean, hey, it provoked emotion in you.
Yeah.
I had some different thoughts on chapter one. I was
Hmm.
really well, okay, first of all, the writing of this book is beautiful and confusing.
Yeah, I
Um,
agree.
and I'm not sure if it's because it's translated or I'm not completely sure, but I did struggle with it. What?
Yeah, this book, I read somewhere this book, before it was a book, it was a play, but then the author
Oh.
changed it into a book. So that might have something to do with it.
Oh, okay. Okay. I can see it being a really cool play.
Yeah, because it was more character based than actual.
Yeah. Yeah. There was I did struggle with um I think this was more prevalent in chapter one than the rest of the book, but I had a hard time understanding how the time worked and like
Hmm.
the um specifically the beginning of chapter one, I had a hard time getting into it and like, okay, what's the world? What's the like
Yeah.
it didn't like get me into it immediately. It took a second. After chapter one, I once I actually got into the world and understood how it worked and like here are the rules of the
Hmm.
cafe and like you can't do this, you can't do this, then it was easier to appreciate. Um, but that was my only like dock a point for
Yeah.
the rating. I was like, I don't understand
Hmm.
this. One thing that I did really like about chapter one is in contrast to you, I really love this character. I really liked her for some reason.
Hmm.
I just feel like I don't know. I feel like she was like, yes, it was annoying that she was crying over her her boyfriend.
Yeah.
But I felt like it was relatable in a way and
Hmm.
like like she just hasn't grown to that point of being independent. Um,
Hmm.
and it's just like part of the character. Like she's not emotionally mature yet.
Yeah.
I did highlight some quotes that I really loved of chapter one. Um, one of which was a good summary of the character I felt in a funny
Hmm.
way. Which is, quote, she felt she should be able to handle the taste of coffee, but what if it is really peppery? What if it is wasabi flavored coffee? How could I possibly drink an entire cup of it?
Yeah.
And I feel like that just sums up her character. She's like overthinking and
Yeah.
like is not worried about. like the bigger problem. She's like paranoid about what if I what if I don't like the taste of the
Like
coffee and
all
like
the
what if I
little
can't.
things.
Yeah. And so I feel like it was really well thought out about her character specifically
Yeah.
because she's so anxiety ridden. And so I did, uh, as she was going back to see her um, boyfriend in the past, or I guess
Yeah.
her ex now, um, the week previously, I felt like I did appreciate her story of acceptance.
Yeah.
I feel like I did really enjoy that, and like yes, there was miscommunication in their relationship, but it was like all of this could have been avoided if they had communicated, and I think that's why I enjoyed the story so much because
Mm.
of that point. And just like it could have just been avoided because he was insecure about the what was it, the scar on his forehead, and like he felt like he wasn't
Yeah.
good enough for her, and she didn't even think that that was an issue. And so
Hmm.
it it just it proves that communication is number one.
Yes.
Uh, and I don't know, I really enjoyed chapter one. That was one of my favorite chapters. Like based on like the once I got over the hurdle of understanding what's happening.
Yeah. Because like it kind of bled into the first chapter because we were also getting to like understand how the whole concept
Yeah.
works. And it took a minute for me to like know who all of the characters were as well.
Mm. That's another reason why I took off another point. I don't remember any of the characters' names,
Yeah.
so I'm always gonna be like the girlfriend, the like I don't remember their
Yeah.
names. I'm so bad with retaining that information. Um,
And like uh
yeah,
the names are Japanese. So
yeah.
that also like has to do with who are these characters.
hmm Yeah, and I feel like they're also similar, and it's like, wait, is
Yeah.
this the same person as the previous chapter?
Is this the
And it
employee or
yeah, yeah. Who is this again? Yeah, so
yeah.
that was hard as well.
Going into the second story, this was the what was
Husband
it?
and wife.
Husband and wife. Yes. The husband has like a medical problem and the wife is acting like a caretaker for him.
hmm He has Alzheimer's.
Yeah. I think s- the second story was kind of bittersweet to me.
hmm
It had like I think the second one was my favorite
hmm
because
I
like
would I had a suspicion that the second one was gonna be your
yeah,
favorite.
the second one was my favorite because like even though I felt as if the wife was treated poorly, but at the same time the husband does have Alzheimer's and he can't control like what he does or what he says. But the fact that like the wife still take care of him despite that, it
hmm
really brings into heart the like through health and the wedding vows, through health
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah. Sickness.
sickness. Yeah. I was
Yeah.
like, what was the other part?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
it I agree. Um, I thought this was a very bittersweet story. This is my second favorite one. There was one point where she goes back to visit him in the cafe, and so okay, he so she goes back to see him and he already knows his diagnosis, but he
Mm-hmm.
hasn't told her about it, her
Yeah.
the past her, but the present her goes back and knows about his diagnosis.
Mm-hmm.
So, um, and he also knows that the thing about the cafe, like if you sit in that specific seat, you can time travel. So he knows, he was like, wait, you're sitting in that seat. You know
Yeah.
about my condition. And she um says this to him, knowing that he's going to forget, um,
Mm-hmm.
and says that you recover, don't worry, you recover, really. Every word she spoke, she delivered with all of her strength. And so the fact that she lied to him to make him feel like everything is gonna work out just
Like at peace. Yeah.
broke me.
Yeah, me too.
Um, I was like, oh no, that's so
I was
sad.
like, oh
Like,
no. Cue the waterworks.
yeah, it's just the fact that he's going to forget, and it's, yeah, that is a really good story setup, very beautifully
Yeah.
portrayed as well.
And then the third story, the sisters. In complete honesty, I kind of forget what happens in the third story.
Me too. I don't I
I'm
read it
glad
and
we're
I
on
was
the
like,
same page.
what? I
Yeah.
That was my least favorite one. I
I
remember
don't
that
remember.
one sister dies and the other one goes to the cafe and that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I don't. Oh, and then wait,
I
she
know
goes,
one of them had to like give up her business because
yeah,
of
yeah, yeah,
her
yeah.
family.
Yeah, yeah, her
But
parents.
then
Wait,
I don't
but then
remember.
didn't she go back? Didn't she make the decision to go back to her family? To her parents? I don't remember.
I don't
Honestly,
remember.
I don't I
I'm
don't
glad we're on
remember.
the same page because I was like thinking because I read the third story when I was like at my peak sickness.
Oh,
So
maybe
I
it was a
thought,
sickness thing.
yeah, maybe brain fog caused me to forget. But I'm glad we're on the same
No.
page. I'm
I
like
don't remember what happened.
I'm like, thank
And
goodness.
I haven't been sick, so I yeah.
This is part of the reason why I'm like 3.5,
Yeah.
like in the middle.
I should really give it 3.5, honestly. Like, now that I'm talking about it more.
And then the last story is mother and child. I really so this the last story was really a tie between the second, like first place, like my favorite. But after thinking about it, it became my second favorite. Like I
Mm.
had mixed feelings about it. We had this mother who went through pregnancy and she like knew the health risk. But she decided to go through with it.
She's the one with the heart thing, right?
Yeah, it kind of broke me. That's all I can say because like I don't have experience with it and I feel like I shouldn't be talking about it because there are people who go through that
Mm.
and I feel like I'm not in the place to talk about it because
Mm-hmm.
people will have mixed feelings about it, like different stances on it.
Mm-hmm.
So all I can say is that it made me cry.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
This one was also a tie between the Alzheimer's one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean it does go into abortion topics and
Yeah.
choosing to keep the baby. And I did structurally, I did like that it chose for her to choose to go to the future to see her daughter
Yeah.
rather than like another past story. I feel like that was a good switch up structurally. I think
Hmm.
the book needed that. The line that made me break was giving birth to you is the only thing I will ever be able to do for you.
Yeah. That made me cry. That was the
Ah!
that was that was the breaking point. I was like,
Yeah,
no.
yeah. And it just, yeah. I mean, so her daughter ends up working in the cafe.
Yeah.
Um, and as she's visiting, she's pregnant with her. Did I
Hmm.
get that correctly?
I think so. I think you're right.
Okay.
Because I
Um,
remember the same thing.
because they need to be in the cafe at the same time.
Yeah.
So I think she was pregnant with her. Like it wasn't it like context clues. I don't think it was exactly said that like it was like she's rubbing her belly and like
Yeah.
give context clues to that.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, that
I
one
think she
was
was pregnant
hard.
because she wanted to see the future, like to see if she will have her child,
Yeah, because she
like
knew that she
with
was
all
gonna
the
die.
complications. Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm.
Like because ultimately it was like gonna be her or the baby.
Yeah.
What I really think the author writes well is the story of hope, and like the second and fourth story really touches upon that,
Hmm.
and that's why I think I like those stories.
So the book does a really good job of prefacing that whatever you go to, whatever time you go to, whatever you do in that time doesn't change the present.
Yeah.
So it's a really good setup for the question of like yeah, like the question like if you were to go back in time and change something, what would you
Yeah.
change? But then it's like, wait, but then that would change the future, like from all the
Yeah.
time travel movies and stuff that we've seen. Like if you change something in the past, it changes the future. So
Hmm.
it kind of eliminates that problem and only bases it on like if you need something for yourself or for someone else.
Hmm.
And like that, what I saw in almost every single story was closure for either
Yeah.
themselves or for another person.
Hmm.
Was closure. That was like the main word that popped up in every single story was
Hmm.
closure.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And that's also like that's a good point you made, and it's also one of the quotes from the book. Um, it was at the end of the day, whether one returns to the past or travels to the future, the present doesn't change.
Hmm.
And then yeah, that quote just summarizes what you just said.
Yeah. It's like what
Hmm.
would you do
Yeah.
if the present wouldn't change? It's a really
Yeah.
interesting like perspective switch to think
Hmm.
about.
So the beginning of the books asks the reader, if you could go back, who would you want to meet? I ask you, Anna, who would you want to meet if you had the chance?
See, okay. I'm one of those people who I wouldn't want to fuck with time.
Yeah.
I am a firm believer in everything happens for a reason. And so every decision that I make, I know that it happens for a reason. And so I'm not plagued by guilt for anything so far as of yet. Um, so I know that death happens for a reason,
Yeah.
for time, for the right timing. I know that life happens for a reason. Personally, I don't think I would,
Hmm.
honestly.
I'm
Like
the same way.
I don't think I would take advantage of this magical cafe.
Yeah.
Like I just would be like, I think I'm okay, actually. Like I'm
Yeah,
content with my life and who's in it, and I don't I don't feel the need to change that.
I'm the same way. Yeah. I'm like, eh.
But it
Whatever
does
happens, that happens.
yeah, like it does make you question like um who would go back?
Yeah. We ask you listeners, would you go back?
Would you go
And
back or to the future?
yeah.
And so our outro questions, Caitlin, what
Uh-huh.
snail girly value are you going to focus on this week?
I'm gonna practice self-care for mine. I'm like not 100% better yet. So
Oh yeah,
I'm,
for
yeah,
sickness
I'm,
reasons.
for sickness reasons, I'm gonna try to become 100% better. Hopefully by
Nice.
the end of this week.
hmm
How about you, Anna? What snow glory value would you take with you?
I think I'm also self-care. I'm just in the middle of accepting a lot of projects at the moment,
Yeah.
and I need to uh focus on getting them done, but also taking care of myself at the same time. So
Mhm.
I think that's important moving forward for sure for this week.
Yay.
Yeah. Yeah. And then for our last thing, this
Mm-hmm.
is the first time you're going to be hearing our new book, our next book for February.
Yeah.
And we're not going to give you the title, but we're going to give you a hint for what it is going to be, which will be released uh tomorrow, actually, the 1st of February. So Caitlin and I have both come up with one word each that gives you a clue to what it is. So my clue is new.
And mine is release.
That's your clue. New release. What could it be for February? Thank you everyone for watching or listening, and thank you for being part of the Snail Girly Book Club.
Yes.
And we're happy uh, that you read our first book with us.
Mm-hmm. Let us know how you thought about it if you read it or
Yeah.
listened to it.
All right, everyone. Thank you. See you next week. Bye.
Goodbye.